we're going to have a look at the orientation of the joints within the skeleton. So you'll see that I've got a left leg here, I've got the root joint, I've got the right arm, the left arm here. We're going into the left leg, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the component display plus the question mark, and it will bring up the orientation of each of the joints. And you'll see here I've got the x-axis is pointing down to the child in each of the joints, and the last joint has got the world orientated. The axis should be in the world orientation. So let's go here, and I'm just going to put that into the orientation of the world axis. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the left hip, and I'm going to mirror the geometry over. Prior to doing that, I just want you to have a look at the actual root joint. The root joint again is in the world axis, and if you look up each joint here, you'll see it goes to the child. If I go into the root, and then you're looking at the orientation of each joint on that, it goes to the child here, going up the spine, right up to the head. So let's have a look at this one here, the left hip, and what we're going to do in the skeleton is we're going to mirror this over. Now if you mirror it over, I've got in the YZ, and we've got replacing left with right, and we're going to go for orientation. So if I mirror that over and select both of them and then start rotating them, you'll find that in the component editor, or in the channel box, you'll see here that when you rotate them in the Z, it goes to the minus, and in the Z, it goes to the positive when you're going here to the front. If I go here, the joint orientation, I was in the correct section here. So when you were translating it, and the transformation attributes of it are going backwards and forwards. But then when you try and turn it, you'll find that they're moving together, but they're not independently being able to mirror each other's movements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo that. I'm going to take the the left hip again, and I'm going to mirror it over. This time I'm going to mirror it over, but I'm going to do the behavior. So I mirror that over, and then if I go like this, I'll do that. I select both of them and I move them to mirror the behavior of the other, which is what you will require when you're trying to animate a two-legged character. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the arms, and I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to check the orientation of the arms is going into component mode, and looking closely at it, you'll see that the orientation of the x-axis is going right down the sleeve. You can easily get this more accurate if you feel that the orientation isn't as neat as you would like it, going down from, and you can rotate it so that each one is as you wish, going down the joint system. And it's the same on the fingers, with the last one being in the world axis at the tip of the fingers. You can select them individually. That X one here isn't good, so I'm just going to bring that round a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take the arm, and what I'm going to do is do the same again. I'm going to mirror the joint, and now if I do the orientation again, mirror it over, you'll find that when I select both of them and start moving them, they're going at diagonal opposites, which isn't what you would like when you're trying to orientate a character. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to take this one and then I'm going to mirror the joints. I'm going to do behavior again, mirror it over, and you'll find that if you want to select both of these arms, they up and they go down and they're moving together, so it's much better for control over the arms as one mirrors the other's movement. And that ends the tutorial on the orientation of the joints within the hierarchical structure of the skeleton structure.